and that I don't have to pretend to be anything other than who I am. And that's been the most incredible gift.
Girls Portia D. Roy has become extremely upset after Ellen DeGeneres publicly discussed their marital problems, leading to a major argument between them. Ellen and Portia, once seen as a power couple with a visibly strong and loving relationship, now face significant strain in their marriage. Reports suggest that Ellen confided in an insider, saying she tried everything to salvage their marriage, but wonders if it was enough. The situation has left Ellen heartbroken as she struggles to come to terms with the fallout. "I can't forget what Portia said to me." So what happened? The love story of Ellen DeGeneres and Portia DC begins in 2000 at a social event in Los Angeles. At the time, both were carving their respective paths in Hollywood. Ellen was a beloved comedian and television host known for her trailblazing role as a gay woman in entertainment. Portia, on the other hand, was a rising act, best known for her roles in TV series like Alim Cell. Their first meeting was brief. Portia later admitted that when she first laid eyes on Ellen, she was immediately captivated. However, there was a complication. Portia was not publicly out as a lesbian at that time. She harbored feelings for Ellen, but was too afraid to act on them, fearing the consequences for her career. They exchanged pleasantries and moved on with their lives. But something profound had shifted within Portia. Over the next few years, their paths crossed a few more times. Each meeting carried a certain magnetic tension, a sense of something unsaid. By 2004, both Ellen and Portia found themselves single and at a similar event again. This time, there was no mistaking the mutual attraction. Ellen, being the more openly out and proud of the two, initiated a deeper conversation, breaking down some of the barriers Portia had built around herself. Portia felt safe in Ellen's presence, a feeling she had rarely experienced before they began dating. Soon after, though initially under the radar, their relationship, once public, became a symbol of love, courage, and authenticity in the LGBTQ+ community. By the early 2000s, Ellen DeGeneres had transformed her career after coming out in the late 1990s and facing considerable backlash. She had successfully reinvented herself as the host of The Ellen DeGeneres Show, which premiered in 2003. Ellen's career soared, and she became a beloved figure in daytime television. At the same time, Portia Dossi was gaining recognition for her role on Arrested Development. As Ellen and Portia's relationship developed, they began to openly share their bond with the public. Ellen frequently spoke about Portia on her show, openly expressing her affection. Portia, who had come out publicly around the same time they started dating, was deeply inspired by Ellen's confidence and positivity. She often referred to Ellen as her best friend and soulmate. By 2005, the couple had become inseparable. Their shared passions for animals, philanthropy, and making a positive impact in the world made them seem like a perfect match. Ellen's humor and wit complemented Portia's more reserved and respective nature. They were frequently seen enjoying each other's company, laughing together, holding hands at red carpet events, and exchanging loving glances. Their relationship became a beacon of hope and inspiration for many in the LGBTQ+ community, symbolizing a strong and supportive partnership. In 2008, when the California Supreme Court overturned the ban on same-sex marriage, Ellen and Portia decided to take the plunge. It wasn't just a personal decision, it was also a political statement. They were thrilled at the process aspect of having their love legally recognized. Ellen proposed to Portia in their Los Angeles home with a stunning 3-carat pink diamond ring. Portia, overwhelmed with emotion, immediately said yes. Their wedding on August 16, 2008, was an intimate affair attended by close friends and family. Set in their Beverly Hills home, the ceremony was filled with love and joy. "There's a smile on my face, there's a spring in my step, and there's a ring on my finger," Ellen said. Both Ellen and Portia wore Zach posing gowns. Ellen opted for a white pantsuit while Portia wore a flowing dress. The couple exchanged handwritten vows filled with promises of love, support, and friendship. The moment was historic, not just for them, but for many around the world who looked up to them as role models. Their marriage marked the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. They continued to support each other in their respective careers, while also taking on joint projects, particularly those focused on humanitarian and animal rights causes. In public, they were often seen sharing affectionate moments, laughing together, and showing genuine admiration for each other. Their love story was for a time considered one of the most stable and beautiful in Hollywood. Despite their strong bond, Ellen and Portia's marriage faced its own set of challenges: the pressures of Hollywood, constant public scrutiny, and their demanding schedules began to take a toll on their relationship. Signs of trouble started to emerge around 2014 when rumors of a rift between them began to surface. These rumors were exacerbated by Ellen's high-profile role as a talk show host, and Portia's struggle to establish her own identity outside of Ellen's shadow. Portia, despite her talent as an actress, often felt overshadowed by Ellen's fame, which led to an identity crisis and created friction in their marriage. Portia was also battling personal issues, including a long-standing struggle with eating disorders and feelings of inadequacy. Meanwhile,
Living with anorexia and bulimia is hell, but chronic dieting is also hell. Living your entire life never feeling good enough about your body, never always feeling like if you weighed a little less, somehow you'd be happier, your life would be better, is a horrible way to live. And it's a very short step from a full-blown eating disorder. But really the only way I recovered from my eating disorder and from chronic dieting was to never ever restrict.
Ellen's career was thriving, and her show's growing success demanded more of her time and energy. Ellen was becoming one of Hollywood's most influential figures, celebrated for her humor, kindness, and advocacy. Yet the public image of Ellen as a charismatic entertainer contrasted sharply with the reality at home. Portia often felt lonely and isolated, as Ellen's busy schedule sometimes made her unaware of the depth of Portia's struggles. The pressures of their careers and the intense demands of public life contributed to growing emotional distance between them. In 2018, Ellen DeGeneres seriously considered ending her talk show due to the exhaustion of upholding a constantly positive public persona. She felt trapped by the expectations of always being kind and cheerful, which had begun to weigh heavily on her. While Portia publicly supported Ellen during this difficult period behind closed doors, the situation was more strained. The negative media attention and the stress of the scandal further strained their relationship.
Ellen has completely changed the way I look at life. She's taught me that who I am is perfectly good enough.
Frequent arguments became common, fueled by Ellen's stubbornness and her need to control her public image, which began to affect their private life. Portia felt increasingly sidelined, with her own desires and needs overshadowed by Ellen's relentless focus on her career and reputation. By late 2021, despite their efforts to mend their relationship through therapy and multiple attempts at reconciliation, some issues proved too deep to resolve. Portia yearned for a quieter, more authentic life, while Ellen remained entrenched in her demanding career. Ultimately, their marriage came to an end. Ellen described Portia as the most important person in my life, and Portia expressed that she will always love Ellen and cherish the beautiful moments they shared. Both acknowledged that while their marriage did not end with a fairy tale resolution, it was a significant and transformative chapter in their lives, marked by deep love and